Hey guys, I realized the last two videos that are very long and they were very technical, and I explained to you what I was doing, but I didn't really explain why I'm doing this. So I'm gonna try to do a better job of things. This is Claude Code. This is our software writing agent that I use to develop apps. Pretty straightforward. It is not cheap, and it uses this thing called sub-agents, but I'm gonna show you really quick what it means to code with and without sub-agent. So the first thing I did was creating a simple prompt that says create a math game and I explicitly asked Claude Code not to use any sub-agent, and this is what I came up with. Took about 10 seconds to develop this, but this is it's pretty ghetto. Look at this. It doesn't even move on to the next question. You gotta hit new problem. And 9. You can see any developer can put this together in 20 minutes or so, maybe less than that. But Claude Code did it in about 10 seconds, and this game is dog shit, obviously. All right, so now when it comes to sub-agents, I have downloaded a bunch of them, like all of these. When it comes to developing an AI, every step of the way, these are full files with complete protocol and framework of workflows of how you're supposed to develop an app, what you need to make sure to include and not include, safety protocols and all stuff like that. Some of them, though, are custom made, and I will show you which ones. For example, this one right here, Retention Mechanics Designer. This did not exist in a list of sub-agents I downloaded. This is something I asked to be created because I understand that if you're going to design any game, you want to make sure that it's as addictive as, let's say, Candy Crush or Duolingo or whatever game you play. Right, so this one agent has enough information in it about every type of game that gets people addicted to it, and then it can provide context for what our app will need in order to be as engaging or addictive, right? Now, this is only one of them. Like this section right here are all 100% custom-made agents that I needed specifically for my project, right? Since my project involves finance, this is what we need. We need detailed information about how to handle taxes, the pricing strategies, retirement plan, all this, right? And now again, this retirement plan advisor, it isn't just this. It's literally hundreds of articles and videos and Reddit posts, all condensed into this sub-agent that understands this topic better than anyone, because it's able to read all of them at a second. Look at this, cryptocurrency educator. You get the idea. This is why we develop sub-agents, right? Now, let me show you a version of a simple math game. Again, I used identical prompt for this game and for the second game. The only difference is I asked in the second prompt, I asked to use sub-agents, as many as he thinks is necessary to create an engaging math game for kids. That's what I came up with. This. Cheers right here. I didn't tell him to create a mascot, he did it himself, because the agent understands that you need a mascot. His name is Kulki. Interesting. Anyway, now see these little interactions? See how responsive the website is? See this? These are all the details that are not included in my prompt, but they're still in it. All right, see how everything pops? Let's try one game just for I see that it created a system here. It's 3 blocks of 10s and then 4 blocks of 10s. And then you got the singles here, which makes it easier for you to calculate. So what is this? 79, 29. This could be done better, but whatever. We'll do this. See this little window pops up, interaction. There are daily challenges, daily streak, progress, show you exactly how many problems you've solved and whatever. You get the idea, right? See how much more complete this game is with the same prompt, only we use sub-agent. Well, it also took sub-agent to create about 30 minutes to create this app, but that's my point. I don't want to sit there and iterate on this app manually to make sure that it gets to here. I want to put in one prompt and just get it done. All right, so I'm going to show you an example of what the most comprehensive math program for kids looks like. It's called SC Math. So this one teaches complex mathematical concepts using this penguin. So the whole idea behind it is like penguin has to cross the road from left to right, and then you have to find the right numbers by division, addition, subtraction, whatever it is, just to get them across the screen. So how do we get from here to here in a single prompt? Sub-agents. If you provide enough context for your sub-agent, you can go from here to here in one single prompt. All you need is detailed instructions of what it is that you need to get done. For example, show you that investment advisor again, the one that I worked on. This is what it looks like. This is it. It's just text. It's just instructions on how to get things done. A very detailed instruction of what you expect of it and what what the input is going to be and what I expect the output to be. This is it. Now I'm gonna show you what I have done so far using these sub-agents, right? So I put together a bunch of sub-agents like you saw right here. This is what it came up with. It's just a temporary name, it's whatever, it's Financial Hero or Fin Hero, whatever, right? So this is basically a quiz game that it created for me. With the curriculum that I just showed you earlier, this is what it does. You click, it gives you a problem, just correct answer, great, we move on. Cut out the entertainment subscriptions, this is the correct answer, and then 3 to 6 months. Hey, good job, work complete. Right, but this is just a quiz game. So what I do after this, I created sub-agents to make sure that games are somewhat unique and they have different mechanics to them. We're not talking about just quiz. So what I came up with, swiper, right here, you swipe right, swipe left. It's showing you why you swipe right or left. It shows you why you were wrong or right. So let's move to the next one. This one is category match, whatever, I don't think it. See this? It's showing me that I did something wrong, complete the game. It's broken. So this is a prototype, but this right here, it's gonna show you a scenario and you're gonna choose something. See, these games are different. They're engaging. They cover different topics, and I can't stress it enough. I did not design those. It was all sub-agents. They came up with ideas. They executed the code, and then I just get to see it and test it basically. All right. So the next progression to this is that I'm saying there aren't enough games. There's only 8 different games. So you start doing this. 30 different types of games, all covering various topics in finance, right? And then while they're in development. But this is the idea behind it. I'm not going to sit there and come up with 30 games to cover 110 topics. I could just create sub-agents to say, hey, listen, this is what I need to get done. This is an example. This is terrible and it doesn't work, but well, I'm supposed to be collecting them. You know how long it would take you to develop this game? I know it seems pretty simple, but this is a pain to create. So it's what it does. All right. See all these different games. Now I asked it to create a sandbox, like we discussed. Sandbox is basically simulation, right? So time is ticking. These are available stocks. This is how they move. And I believe on top here, it's going to show you news. Something is trending. Something happened. And then you just say, I'll buy 1,000 of this. Market corrections underway. What I do, sell all, buy again. I didn't do it the right way. But anyway, you get the idea. In about 30 seconds, it could show you like that I lost 60 bucks. A lot of these games are similar. Look at this one. This is how you would allocate your portfolio. So you say, I don't want any cash. I want it to be 100% stock market. And by the time 25 seconds expire, it will show you how it affected my growth of my portfolio. And then the last step I asked it to do is to create some kind of G-style skill tree. And this is what it came up with. I asked for 3 different versions. These are terrible, but you get the idea. It's literally like the skill tree. But here's the reason. The way it works is you have a limited amount of tokens and then reset every 5 hours. So if you reset every 5 hours, if I was busy with my family or I was at work and somebody else could hop in and start coding in that 5-hour window, we won't be wasting money. We won't be wasting unused tokens. And like I said, using Claude Code is as easy as typing in a prompt. See this right here? Approaching usage limit, which means it will reset again at 1 p.m. If I'm not available at 1 p.m., that means, which I will not be available, it means we're going to waste these tokens. And then using Claude Code is as simple as providing a prompt. Create a tic-tac-toe game, for example. I said, use all available agents. This is all we need to do. Another thing I want to make sure to know is that do I have enough sub-agents that specialize in a specific feature I'm trying to develop? If I don't, then I'm going to sit there, I'm going to iterate through the terrible version of an app several times until I hit the right one. Or I could just make sure that I train enough sub-agents to make sure that the job is done with one single prompt. Look at this right here, Studio Coach. I don't even know what it does. Coordinate multi-agent tic-tac-toe project. Cool, it's gonna oversee the entire project. It's gonna use some of my tokens right here. And I think it's not gonna complete because I'm about to run out of limit, but it will take probably about 10 to 15 minutes to get it done. And once it's over, the app will be complete. If the proper agents are in place, then you won't have to worry about anything. The app would be production ready and ready to go. This is a simple app, but you get the idea. So while it's working in the background, let me show you this. This is a new ChatGPT 5. It actually has an agent mode. So whatever getaway I was using it before with transferring the files, that's out of the window already. This is how you do it. Plus agent mode, specializes in reading stock charts. So you don't have to manually look for any resources. The agent mode in ChatGPT 5 does it for you. Take some time. Obviously, it's not a simple prompt, but clarify. You looking for detailed software tools version for stock the written guides of report. I need to write an app that alerts me of potential breakouts. There you go. And it starts doing this research. It's right here. It's doing a lot of work behind the scenes. You might not realize what it's doing, but it's doing exactly what I was showing you in the first 2 videos. Meanwhile, this guy is creating a game for me. I don't think it's going to finish, but you can see that some of those agents are being utilized right now. See that they're using tokens. See how long they were doing it. I'm trying to find a way for all of us to use Claude Code on our phones. So for example, if I'm not available, I could just hop in and ask AI to continue to work if I have to step away, if I'm not in front of my computer. And I want you to be able to do the same. But in the meantime, while you don't have Claude Code, I need you to learn how to use these agents. See this right here? This is exactly what you need. It's a plan to develop. A lot of this is technical documentation that you're not going to need. So I'm gonna say, I need this agent in MD file formatted to be used by Claude Code. Breakout Alert agent. Now that it's ready, I'm pretty sure I can just copy this into an MD file or paste it directly into Claude Code as a prompt and say, this is a new agent. I want this before I start working on a feature that helps me detect breakouts. That's it. It took me about 5 minutes to create this agent, maybe less than that, maybe 2 minutes. And I create as many of these as I need. So as soon as you get an idea of a specific feature, you want to think of sub-agents that will help you develop it and provide it with as much context as possible. Peace.